What's up going on, guys? Axon back with another video here today, and no face cam today. I've been doing face cam for the last 3 videos, but today we're doing something different, right? I'm going to be doing one of my old traditional videos, and I'm going to be talking about this new artifact set that's coming with Inazuma. Now, I'm not talking about the support one, the energy recharge, the one that kind of looks like a samurai. I'm talking about the one that has a cat face. I'm going to show it up on screen like right now. You can read the stats real quick, pause it if you want to, but I'm pretty sure you guys already know what it is. It's attack plus 18% for the 2-piece set and attack plus 50%, but you lose 15% energy particles every time you activate, your E, something like this, or like this, or like this, or like this. Pretty much like that for everyone. Now, a lot of people are getting this wrong, and I've been seeing this like a lot of places, in like Twitch chats and stuff like that. Now, what I've been seeing is a lot of people think it's really good, like it could be used for everyone at this point, right? Because it just gives 50% damage, a big damage boost, whatever, right? Now, I'm going to be telling you that's not how it works. Okay, for example, that set is definitely not working for Eula. Now, let me explain this. Of course, that 50% is very important, but Eula's main reason why she's so good is this right here, her ults. Now, her ult is already hard enough to get when you have a battery. I use Rosaria as my battery. I sometimes use Kaya, or I might even use Diona as my battery, right? But getting your ult is really hard, especially since, you don't really build that much energy recharge into your Eula if you have her as DPS. Now, I got 153% as my energy recharge, but, that's still not enough when you have an ult that requires 80 energy costs. That's a lot of energy, right? Now, letting you know, having that set will make doing this ult a lot harder, and pretty much the whole point of Eula is to get this ult up and do a bunch of damage, right? That's the whole point. Get the stacks and do the ult. Now, that set is useless. Now, that works for a lot of characters. A lot of characters that are main DPS need their ult to be good. For example, Zhao right here. He needs his ult because his ult is the main reason why he gets most of his damage. If you don't have his ult up, he's not getting that damage. He's not getting that big damage boost. Now, Zhao is the main person who needs his ult. This is energy cost 70, right? You need a lot to get Zhao up, right? Obviously, Eula's ult is a lot more different because, your stacks recharge a lot faster. But Zhao, animal supports kind of hard to come by, especially since his skill barely gives him energy recharge at this point, right? His skill is not the best for accumulating energy, and I have him 116% because energy recharge is hard to get as a DPS. So I have to use Sucrose as my battery. I have to use maybe some people use the animal support traveler as your battery. But either way, getting Zhao up, ult up is really hard. You're not using this for Zhao. And that's what made a lot of people have been saying. It said plunge damage, so why wouldn't I use this for Zhao? Extra 50% of attack? No, it won't work like that. Zhao is the last option you'd want him to be using it for. His artifacts is obviously Animo or Gladiators, right? Or both, right? Now, I honestly think this is his best set. You might say his Swirl is his best set. We can argue on that, but it pretty much depends on your substats. Now, I'm going to be talking about a few characters because there's not a lot. There's only a few characters who can actually use this new artifact set. One of them is Child. Now, even using him on Child is very risky because, of course, you do lose out on all this hydro damage bonus, which is very important to Child. And there's no guarantee that she would even, get enough damage, or if it even be better, right? But pretty much his ult is not that good, right? It's very good. It can activate the Riptide, right? Now, maybe you just want to activate the Riptide off of killing the opponent, right? So pretty much you only need his E, right? That's pretty much what most people think. You only need his normal attack. So, maybe you can use this on Child. I don't encourage it. Maybe you might find a better way to use it on Child. Maybe you just get God rolls on the new artifact set that you decide, well, my hydro damage stuff is not working because I honestly don't have the best build for Child because I get trash rolls on this Heart of Depth set, right? So maybe you might get better rolls. So I could see that. But for people like D-Luke, I think his ult is very useful. I don't think it's the best ult in the game, but it does give you value since you can gather up people. And it's very useful in hoarding situations where you have to protect an object from taking damage. Beidou, definitely not. Definitely not. If you're using her as support, you're definitely not using this. Maybe you don't care for using Beidou's ults, right? Maybe you don't care for using Beidou's ult, and you only want to use her E as your counters. That could work. That honestly could work for Beidou. Maybe Beidou if you don't care about her ult, but I think her ult is one of her most valuable things. So I encourage you, don't use it on Beidou. Sucrose, definitely not. Xingqiu, worst option. I thought about Xinglang, but then I forgot her ult is one of her most important things in the game. So I very highly encourage you, don't use it on her. It will give you crazy damage on normals, but I think her ult is her bread and butter, and I don't think you should ever use this on her. Chongyun, I also thought about it because I literally thought about every single option in this game, and I'm like, Chongyun, maybe as a support, like just maybe as a support, because oftentimes for Chongyun you might not even use this. Maybe you care about more using E, and this will increase the damage of him alone, but I think this ult is kind of useful because it is low energy recharge and you can get it up quick. I think that's why it's such a useful ult. It makes Chongyun good. Kaya, definitely not, mainly as a DPS or a support, right? This is probably his bread and butter. You know, it's pretty much like the ice version of Xinglang's, but I think Xinglang has a better ult version. But either way, Kaya gets his E up fast, right? Kaya is the whole point is that his E's recharge super fast, so you get these up instantly. So unless you don't care about this, because there won't be any time, like during the downtime of the skill cooldown for what's it called, the new artifact set, you will have at least like 4 of these up by then, right? This recharge is super fast, so I don't recommend to run this as a DPS or support. Now, Razor was a very interesting one, right? Razor, I honestly think maybe you might be able to use it. The reason why is because Razor is one of the few characters that relies on his normals, right? He's a physical damage dealer. The reason you use his ults is to pretty much like get the electro and cryo interaction. But maybe you can put him up with official and she'll give the electro damage bonus, and you know, maybe use Rosaria as a support to lower the physical damage you know, resistance. So maybe you can use it on Razor, but I honestly think that's not that good of an option for Razor because, you know, Razor is already good as it is. He has a good artifact set. You can just use 50% physical damage bonus with this set, right? I don't think that's much of a problem for Razor because I think his pretty much having his ults, having Fischl do the electro damage bonus kind of takes away a slot for support, right? I don't really think you need someone like that. You can probably just take a healer instead, right? Take a better support like Xingqiu, or even someone like Kaya or Xinglang, right? I don't think you really need an electro support when you're playing Razor. I'm not a Razor main, so don't attack me. I don't know much right about Razor. I'm just assuming, right? I say maybe Razor, but I honestly don't think that's the best artifact set for him. I honestly think this is the best artifact set for him because it's just reliable. You get 50% physical damage bonus, and he has to keep his ults. That's a win-win for me, in my opinion, right? Noelle, definitely not her artifact set. I don't know her artifact set, but I definitely know her main bread and butter is her ults. So you probably would want that at all times. So I would pretty much guarantee you won't use this artifact set for definitely Noelle. And Ningguang, I also don't think you use this artifact set for her because she's a character who definitely doesn't need her E. Like, I don't think anyone is actually using blocking projectiles with this. You use it to get some extra damage, but your main bread and butter is this. The Star Shatter. You know, you get a bunch of damage. You attack a lot of enemies if there's a horde, right? Lisa, probably not. I think her Lightning Rose is very useful, especially in physical damage comps. So I really don't think there's a lot of good options to use this. I think this is a really just a bait, just like how this artifact set was. Let me go to it right here. This artifact set right here, right? This artifact set is pretty much like this new increase 50% once you lose like energy recharge. I think it will only be used for certain characters. Maybe this artifact might be good. I don't know, but I really don't think this artifact set is going to be good. The reason I think that is because I think this artifact set is probably built for one character that's going to be coming out in the future, and that one character is going to be god tier with it, right? I think the new artifact set is going to be probably a character who's hasn't released yet, and it's going to be his artifact set, just kind of how like Eula's artifact set was. You know how this was kind of built around Eula, but you know, obviously the physical damage bonus, the 2-piece physical damage bonus, was obviously used for Razor, right? So I honestly think that, you know, maybe this new artifact set that kind of has the cat mask, I forgot what the type of, you know, face mask is called, but pretty much I think it's gonna be used for one person that hasn't come out yet, and it'll be his artifact set. I think people are trying to really force that 50% extra damage on normal attacks and plunge attacks and charge attacks. Maybe Ganyu. I heard about Ganyu because maybe the charge attacks does consider for Ganyu. Maybe Amber, because I honestly don't think her ult is that good. So I think you can live without Amber's ult. Maybe you just do charge attacks with Amber. Maybe you can use it on Amber if the charge attack works like that too. So this is my opinion, right? Maybe in the future some people will find godlike reasons to use it with him, right? So reasons to use with Eula or Zhao or Diluc or even Beidou, right? I really don't see a way. I think the other artifact, the one that gives you energy recharge, you know, the 25% of your energy recharge as an attack bonus, is obviously the superior set, and this one is just kind of there to, you know, throw you off and give you bad artifact sets. I really don't think this new artifact set is good, but that's my opinion. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, because I honestly don't think it's as hyped up. I think the hype is kind of not real for this artifact set. I think the other artifact set is going to be boosting so many supports up. That's going to make them kind of godlike. Supports are going to get a huge damage boost. This artifact set that has the cat mask, I really don't think it'll do the same for DPSs. So that's my opinion. Don't want people to hate on me because I always have to say it's my opinion. People get mad when I don't. But this is my opinion after all. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and peace.